Ronell Nolan, President, CEO, Health Agents for America, coming to you live this Monday. As we all know, today is the last day of open enrollment for a January 1st effective date. I know all of you that sell in this market are as disgusted as I am and heartbroken and have fielded so many calls of tears and folks that have had to just cover their children or just cover the sick. I was somewhat disgusted reading an update this morning from Congress that, of course, this is the last week before they come back in January. The House is, of course, fighting. I read that Democrats and Republicans would rather have nothing than compromise. What is going on? Do they realize what's happening in their districts? Now, we know as agents, insurance rates are astronomical. And we do know that tax credits have taken the brunt of most of the premiums. We understand the enhanced tax credits were a Band-Aid, were a fix. However, with nothing done to address the cost of insurance, of care, that our clients are the ones being harmed. Something needs to be done to address the cost, absolutely. But they need to extend the enhanced tax credits at least long enough for them to figure it out. We know nothing's going to happen for January 1st. It's not. I told you a couple of weeks ago to go ahead and enroll people and just assume that we weren't going to figure out anything. I think they've been dangling like the carrot, like we're thinking about it, we're trying. No, you're not. Our people are struggling. We are struggling. Our income will be decreased. Now, you all know I was at the NAIC last week for a very, very, very important meeting that I had put together. It was supposed to be CMS, the agent trade groups, and insurance commissioners and insurance companies. Well, I found out a day before that we were leaving that CMS said that wasn't their intention, that they were going to meet with us alone, and that they didn't have the space and whatever for the meeting of my dreams that I had asked for and thought that I had obtained. Now, they did tell me I could put it together myself, which in a couple of days to get a meeting space, to get everyone invited, was simply impossible. I did reach out to the Oklahoma Commissioner of Insurance, and he is the chair of the NAIC for Health, and he agreed to help me with a meeting either virtually or at the next NAIC meeting. So I do have help to get that dream meeting set up. But to our surprise, our meeting was with HAFA. I invited NABIP and NAFA and the Big I, and we were meeting with CMS ACA. To our surprise, CMS Medicare was in the meeting, which we have not met face-to-face with CMS Medicare in my career. I keep telling you guys I've been in the business 44 years. It's insane to say that, but it's true. And they were very open, welcoming. I asked them what have been asking for an agent advisory group where they could hear from boots on the ground, because they kept saying, we haven't heard this. We haven't talked to an agent. And I said, well, I've been asking for you to have a meeting, for you to have a committee with us. And they said, absolutely, sounds like a great idea. And then we talked about the fact that commissions are filed by insurance companies on the Medicare side for Part D, or for Medicare in general, from zero to the max. So they do not put a dollar amount. They put, we'll pay zero or we'll pay up to the max, which is ridiculous. I've been saying that's ridiculous. CMS is working on forcing the carriers to at least disclose the amount that they're paying. So if 0 is 0, then we'll know ahead of time and we can proceed not the day of, not after open enrollment, not after contracts are sold. So excited about that. The ACA side, also very good meeting. Peter Nelson was there. The room was filled with CMS folks. So I can't tell you how great that meeting was. I did testify in front of the ACA fraud, talking about, what good things and bad things we're still working on that realm. So it was a good meeting. Dean Mose was there. A lot of their folks were in our meeting at the NASC. So I can't tell you how good last week was. Of course, being an insurance commissioner and having a meeting the week before the end of open enrollment, I can't tell you the struggle. Most of you know I have a small book of business, and just touching all those people. I'm still touching so many people that can't make the decision of going from 0 to astronomical. And there's an argument whether things should be 0 or not. I don't have a dog in that hunt. I'm fine with it being something. But being 100 times more, or 300 times more, or 1,000 times more is simply insane. Well, I'm not going to take much more of your time. I hope you have a minute to read this or listen to this, and it might not be until tomorrow after open enrollment is ended. But have a wonderful, wonderful week, a wonderful open enrollment. Please, after this is over, send me your concerns about open enrollment, because I will be sending that to CMS. We will be meeting with them, and I continue to meet with them. So please, from Baby Faith and I, have a great day, and let me know if I can help in any way. See you soon. Talk to you soon.